yeah. So obviously there's nothing I can really report in terms of breast size. Obviously I've cut my hair since the last video. Actually, since the last video I actually shaved my head twice. And this is grown back from the second time. So it's been about 5 months since I shaved it. My hair's this length now. I've done my best with it. It usually looks extremely scruffy. I actually need a trim or something. But I don't really, at the moment, I'm completely poor and I don't have the money to get a haircut. I know that sounds terrible, doesn't it? I do have a pair of clippers. I can shave it off again if I want to, but it's in the middle of winter here and it's too cold for that. Especially if I'm moving to Liverpool. So yeah, that's my situation. Is there anything else for me to say? Oh yeah, I have been mistaken for a man on at least 2 occasions. Actually no, more than that, because first of all there was the incident in the women's toilets. That was when I'd freshly shaved my head and I was wearing a formless men's jumper, or sweater for you American folk. The next incident was in Camden Town. I was wearing a rainbow hat. This hat and a matching scarf. And this really drunk guy pointed at me and he was with some friends. He pointed at me and said, "Hey look, a gay man." It was very bizarre. And I was wearing exactly the same thing another time when I went and purchased something from a shop, and the man that served me actually laughed and said, "Haha, you look like a man." And then gave me back my money and said, "Thanks, mister." And that actually was insulting because he assumed that I was a woman that looked like a man. And if I had been a woman, I would have been really, really put off by that. And even not being an actual woman, I was put off by it. It was really rude to say that, you know? I don't mind being mistaken for a man, but I don't like being mocked because I look like a man, even though I'm not one, you know? Another time I was getting some coffee and the girl called me sir, and then when I started ordering, she realized that I wasn't a man and was very, very apologetic. I thought it was just very funny because yeah, that was the look I was going for, and there wasn't too much of a reason to apologize. I mean, sure, other people might be insulted, but I was kind of flattered, really. I don't know, I just kind of like inspiring confusion in people. Anything that makes people realize that there's something in between male and female. You don't have to categorize from male or female. You don't have to put people in boxes like that. Things can be out of boxes and still be okay. But, you know, I guess the thing is, I don't really like being taken as a woman, and I don't really like being taken as a man. But, I mean, that's what I have to deal with because nobody will subscribe to the fact that there are there are grey areas. So I'll take what I can get, really. Either way, I'm dressing in less feminine clothes, and well, the only shoes that fit me are men's shoes anyway, so that's no problem. Actually, this shoe, this is my work shoe. It fits me quite perfectly. I want to see if you can see this. Extra wide, size 10 UK. I thought that was quite funny. That's my shoe size, extra wide. I'm very much a man's shoe size. There are just no women's shoes that fit me at all. Literally nothing. Which is okay with me. And quite honestly, men's clothes tend to fit me better than women's clothes. Through comments from my sister, I've garnered that my buttocks are about the same proportions as a man's because of the lack of estrogen. My hips didn't widen, so my butt is basically, well, you know how women's, when their hips widen, they're kind of their butt kind of widens with it. Oh, this is kind of embarrassing to talk about, really, especially for women. Well, mine doesn't do that. Mine is quite ample for a man. Yeah. Yeah. Even when I was obese, my butt was still pretty small. And yeah, it's my genetics and lack of hormones that causes it. So weird. Alright, now I'm kind of done rambling. It's kind of random for me to be talking about my ass. So I'll stop embarrassing myself now. And see ya.